Hungarian Prime Minister Orbán, after observing the recent situation, issued an appeal to other European countries, saying that if European countries are forced into the Russia-Europe conflict, we will all surely perish. Orbán's appeal reflects his concerns about the current situation and Hungary's long-term national interests. What role have Orbán and Hungary played in the Russia-Ukraine conflict? And is there a possibility that European countries might be dragged into this conflict? Although Hungary is a member of both the European Union and NATO, Prime Minister Orbán's recent actions on the international stage do not align with the paths and policies set by the US for European countries. For instance, the EU proposed a €50 billion aid plan, which major EU countries like France and Germany did not object to. However, Hungary became the biggest obstacle to the passage of this plan. It is no exaggeration to say that Hungary has been playing a disruptive role in issues regarding aid to Ukraine. Prime Minister Orbán has also been trying to single-handedly block EU member states from making irrational decisions. On January 30th, Orbán gave an interview to the European media outlet Viewpoint. Faced with media reporters, Orbán openly expressed his concerns about the future Russia-Ukraine situation. He believes that the situation between Russia and Ukraine is rapidly changing, and the EU should vote on aid to Ukraine on an annual basis. The current practice of providing €50 billion to Ukraine in one go is very arbitrary and rash. No one can guarantee that these funds will truly be used for military strikes against Russia. During the interview, Orbán revealed a viewpoint quite different from that of other EU countries, aligning somewhat with China's stance on the Russia-Europe conflict. Orbán stated that he does not believe the conflict between Russia and Ukraine should be resolved through military means, as military confrontation will only deepen their conflicts and will not help solve the problem. If Russia and Ukraine truly wish to resolve their doubts and conflicts, their leaders should sit down properly and negotiate on their core interests and concerns. Orbán emphasized that the Hungarian government does not believe that increasing European aid to Ukraine is a good plan, because Hungary does not want further escalation of conflicts between Russia and the Western Bloc, or even a complete breakdown. According to Orbán, only through peaceful negotiations can the Russia-Ukraine issue be effectively resolved. At present, European and American countries, represented by the US, are still trying to squeeze Russia through sanctions while providing large amounts of military aid to Ukraine. Although Russia's overall strength cannot compare with the combined forces of European and American countries, its abundant nuclear weapon reserves can still resist the pressure from these sanctions and aid to Ukraine. Once Russia is pushed into a corner, it may trigger an even bigger war. Orbán believes that if things reach this point, no country will be able to emerge unscathed. For this reason, Orbán's Hungary has always adhered to an independent policy on international issues and refused to blindly follow the decisions of European and American countries. Orbán believes that in today's international situation, an independent and self-determined foreign policy is essential for safeguarding Hungary's interests and security. Orbán's attitude toward the Russia-Ukraine conflict reflects Hungary's consistent position to seek a peaceful and negotiated resolution to international disputes and avoid being drawn into any unnecessary conflicts that may pose risks to its national interests. During the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Hungary has shown a unique position compared to other European countries. While most European nations have imposed severe sanctions on Russia and supported Ukraine through military aid, Hungary has often expressed reservations about these approaches. Instead of imposing harsh sanctions, Hungary has tried to maintain a balanced relationship with Russia, especially considering its dependence on Russian energy supplies. Hungary's special relationship with Russia can be seen in its actions, such as blocking certain EU sanctions and continuing to negotiate with Russia for energy supplies and other strategic interests. Orbán's government believes that completely isolating Russia could lead to a dangerous escalation of the conflict, potentially leading to a broader war that would be detrimental to European stability. This position has not only caused tensions between Hungary and other EU members, but also between Hungary and the United States, which has criticized Orbán for not fully aligning with the Western approach to Russia. Hungary's stance highlights the complexities within the European Union regarding the approach to Russia. While countries like Germany and France have been strong advocates of sanctions, countries like Hungary have expressed a more cautious approach, highlighting the need for diplomatic engagement and energy security. As the Russia-Ukraine conflict continues, Hungary's unique position and approach will likely continue to influence its relations with both its European partners and Russia, as it navigates the complexities of international politics and national interest. Orbán's policies highlight the broader challenges facing the European Union as it seeks to present a unified front on international issues. The different national interests and perspectives within the EU can sometimes lead to disagreements on how to approach major global conflicts, such as the one between Russia and Ukraine. In conclusion, Hungary, under Prime Minister Orbán, continues to advocate for a balanced, negotiated approach to the Russia-Ukraine conflict, prioritizing its national interests and energy security, even if it means diverging from the policies of other EU members and the broader Western alliance. This position underscores the importance of finding common ground among European nations when addressing international conflicts and the need for a diverse range of approaches to effectively manage global crises.